I'm back in New Jersey at Rita's last weekend with Johnny and Shauna Lowe. We're gonna be talking about the HiTide Summer Holiday and making a cocktail from the event. Let's go.
The HiTide Summer Holiday is a music and cultural festival that brings together fans of surf, exotica, and tiki culture. Hosted by HiTide Recordings, the event features live performances from all kinds of modern retro bands, along with DJs spinning vintage vinyl records. The festival takes place by the beach in Asbury Park and also includes rooftop cocktail parties and rum tastings, making it a perfect celebration of tiki in the tri-state area. But that's just my brief description. Let's find out more from people who attended.
All right, I would love to bring on my go-go dancers from the Hula Girls to talk about the HiTide Summer Holiday.
Hi.
Hi. Flanked again, as always, by my lovely girls. So this is the first time you guys have been to the HiTide Summer Holiday. This is Miss Neva Moore and Miss Audrey Lorraine. Oh yeah, you guys have been on the show before.
Yeah.
It was very uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
Who was the headliner this year?
What was that band's name? The Hula Girls.
Did you have a favorite band this year?
So many good ones. I really liked the Televisionaries. And McCharmley's. Everybody was really good.
I know, everybody was really good, so it's kind of hard.
I was kind of blown away, yeah.
Yeah, like you don't really want to choose a favorite.
Yeah.
But at the same time...
Almost impossible, actually.
Yeah.
What about you?
Impossible.
Favorite band?
One that surprised me that I was really, really enjoying was Charlie and the Tropicals.
Yeah, they were really fun.
Yeah, last night's set for them just was, I really enjoyed it.
But also when we arrived at a Breezeway blend tasting party in the lobby, and they were playing like a stripped down version of their band.
Yeah.
And it was like perfect for that event.
It was. It was intimate. It was really good.
They were doing like
Really good.
jazz and like Afro-Cuban kind of instrumentals, and then some like Hepcat songs, which is like, for me especially, like I think we all love ska.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, is this an event that you would like to perform at again?
Oh, definitely. Yes.
It was
also-
an absolute honor.
And also Vincent and Magda, the promoters of the event, like really took good care of us.
Yes.
We had a
Amazing.
little house that we shared,
Yeah.
like just so close to the ocean.
Beach.
Four
Yeah.
houses
It was
from the
amazing.
beach.
Yeah, kind of a dream.
Spoiled.
Dream situation.
we?
I know. It's kind of a lesson to like event promoters that you can really treat bands well, and it just means the world.
It does.
So, yeah.
Super fun.
Thanks for dancing in the show, chicks.
Well, our pleasure,
Well,
as always.
Always happy like when we're able to bring our go-go dancers with us too. So, all right, let's talk my band.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm here with my band, our band, the band, the Hula Girls, which it's like kind of morphed over the years. But recently we've had Randy like as a big part of the bass playing element of the band.
Oh, big. She's bigger than us.
And Bobby Trimble here, a legendary roots rockabilly drumming guy.
That's me, dude.
And of course, you guys know Shorty Poole from the Hula Girls for years and years. Shorty and I have played this before, but you guys are new to the event, right?
Yeah, it was my first time.
Yeah.
I really, really liked it.
Randy, was there a band that really struck out to you?
Struck out?
Stuck out. Not struck out.
Wow.
Was there a band that blew it?
Yeah, I like the Bobaloonies.
Bobaloonies.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing them and was not disappointed.
Yeah, like very traditional kind of 60s surf.
And really good guys.
Yeah. Bobby, was there a band that stuck out to you?
That's hard to say, man. I mean, everybody just did a fantastic job. The Black Flamingos.
Yeah.
Of course, the Bobaloonies. Did I say that right?
Uh-huh.
They were amazing. Bloodshot Bill with the Televisionaries was fantastic.
Yeah, that was great.
And the Charlies were great. Of course, it's always good to see Sugar Ball Sprague up there. Mm-hmm. He's one of my favorite dudes.
It really is hard to choose like one because everybody played so well.
I watched every band the whole show. It was a great combination of styles and vibes with all the different bands, but yet it was all like cohesive. It worked well together.
Totally. I think if I had to say my favorite performance, maybe I'm a little biased because the band called me out on stage, and it was a very, very nice moment, especially for the Breezeway cocktail hour. My buddy Vincent behind the drum kit told everybody to like and subscribe, and they played the theme song to the show. So it was really cool.
All right, this next one goes out to our buddy Spike and the Hula Girls. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Oh my God.
Shorty, was there a band in particular that you were like, wow, this is really kind of special?
For me, getting to see the Bob Loonies for the first time.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
They blew. They nailed it.
And you worked on that record, right?
I did. I mixed and mastered the whole thing for them. They recorded and engineered it up in Canada, and then sent it to me. And look what happened.
It's very rare that you see a band do like a 60s surf thing so pure and traditional.
Yeah.
And not add in extra nonsense.
The saxophone is a nice touch because it's used in a lot of the music back in the day, but not many bands nowadays that play that music have a saxophone. So it was a nice texture to have in the music. It's a sax sound. It was awesome.
Yeah. And they wanted to keep it mono, so we kept it all.
Yeah, perfect. That's supposed to be mono, that music.
Yeah,
for sure. Naturally designed to sound good in mono.
Very cool.
I love it.
Were there any other highlights from the weekend that you can recall? Randy?
Start down there.
Oh.
I had a good time at the backstage, man. Of meeting everybody, seeing old friends and making new friends and stuff. It was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
There's a whole bottle of Fernet for you, Bobby. Let me buy you a drink.
Should I pretend it's like the small bottle?
Yeah.
Drink the whole thing?
Yeah, just pound it.
Hey, there's some Hamilton left.
No, it's Fernet.
Who?
Fernet.
What's a Fernet?
For who?
It's like a minty, tasty thing.
What'd you just call me?
You'd love it.
Hanging out with Bloodshot Bill.
Yeah, I've known him for a long time, so it's always a pleasure to be around.
The dudes from the television areas, of course.
Oh, those guys are rad.
Sugar Balls. Yeah, I hate to even bring people up or even ask for favorites because literally the whole show was so good.
There was nothing bad. There was not a weak point at all whatsoever in this event.
Yeah.
The after party record hop was great too.
Give me regret.
But also, we had a good time with our go-go dancers, just hanging out.
Yeah, definitely.
Dancing, drinking.
Yeah, got to do a little jiving where I had both of them kind of going. It was a lot of fun. Never did that before, but that was cool. Yeah, good time.
Yeah. Well, Shorty, you were dancing.
It's all about having a good time.
You were dancing for a minute, too. Was there any particular moment this weekend that stuck out to you?
Not one particular moment.
Yeah.
It's just the whole vibe. The whole vibe's good. You know?
I also enjoyed spending time with you guys, just being around, and because we live in different parts of the country and stuff, so it's nice to bro out and be friends and stuff. Is a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, we have to fly Bobby in from Austin, and then the rest of us are in Southern California. So it's tricky, but it's always a lot of fun when you get to play with us. And
I dig it. I completely have a ball.
Randy, now the question is to you.
we did the winter holiday party.
Oh yeah, in Pittsburgh,
back, and that was one of the coolest things I'd ever done, and it's the mix of the bands, and it's the venue. I mean, the one in Pittsburgh was crazy.
Big old
This
church.
place was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the old bowling alley floor.
Yeah, the venue was great.
All the other stuff, but hanging out with all the bands and seeing all. I mean, we played a lot of festivals between us. And I don't remember seeing a lot of bands and all.
Yeah, there's so much going on. It's hard to catch everybody. So much going on. It's hard to catch everybody. It's nice to actually catch everybody.
And I can't say I ever did that in any other event like this.
It's nice having a promoter with good taste in music.
Exactly.
Then you know, it's everybody's happy.
Well, and they're their own label mates.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a family.
Yeah, it's cool having label mates.
Yeah, totally. Hey, there was something backstage that Bobby kept saying to everybody who got off stage. Randy, do you remember what he was saying?
Oh, yes.
So these people would come back from playing like an hour set or 45 minutes, and what would Bobby say?
Well, he'll say it better than me, but he would say in the most official way, I really like what you're trying to do there.
It's one of my favorite lines.
Yeah. I really like what you were trying to do.
Like what you guys were all trying to do.
Yeah. But like it was.
You always have to think about it for a second. Like what you're trying to do. Thanks, man. What?
Oh yeah. Wait, were you heckling me right now, or like?
I actually did. I like what they were doing.
Yeah.
So I just like to say that to get a reaction, you know.
Yeah. Most people go, "Oh, thanks, dude," but then some people, well, like Vincent was like, "Wait, what did you just say?" I'm trying to do it, so I did it.
Say it again.
Yeah. Cool. Well, dude, I'm so happy that you guys are all part of the Hula Girls, and it was such a fun,
man.
Such a fun weekend.
Sincerely, man.
Yeah.
Great time.
Okay, let's talk to the event promoters.
There you go.
All right. Thanks, dudes.
Thanks for having us on your show.
Yeah. See you later.
Yeah.
Love you.
That was fantastic stuff.
Ladies,
It happens all the time.
we're filming history here.
History.
Okay. The last time that I got to be behind the camera with these two was like a show that I produced called, what was it called?
Seven questions and a cocktail.
Yeah.
2019, I think.
I should have sung it.
Yeah, it was a long time. Yeah, you should have.
7 questions and a cocktail.
Who did that
I
theme?
think that was
a good
close.
theme.
Evelina.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Close.
But you also sang on House of Bamboo.
We did.
A track that I love. Very
you.
nice. These guys own the record label that the Hula Girls are on, and Semester Chups and Surfer Jets and Televisionaries, like
The Ventures.
oh yeah, them too.
Satan's Pilgrims.
Yeah,
That's good.
Pretty amazing. Magdalena and Vincent.
Hello.
Well, I actually go by Mary now.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you can do that. You just change your name if it's like a.
I don't know.
If it's embroidered on your shirt, it's.
If it's vintage and then it has a name on it, that's your name, I think, right? I don't know.
Okay, so Mary.
I should face you.
Right. So how long have you been doing the HiTide Summer Holiday?
10 years this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we've also done the HiTide Winter Holiday.
We have. That's we took a year off from that this year, but we're hoping it'll be back in a different form, possibly in Asbury Park.
Oh.
Yeah, the hotel in Asbury Park actually heats the pool. They have fire pits. It's very actually winter friendly.
Okay.
So
Cozy blankets.
we're waiting for the right time to kind of bring it home. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, very nice. I think everybody's been very impressed with all of your lineups as the years have gone on. This year especially, it was like a lot of great acts.
Okay.
And I mean like virtuosic musicians, including your band.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well,
it's fun to play. Magda thinks I'm crazy sometimes for playing my own event, but
I mean, I don't know that I would do it, but I feel like it's a lot.
it's actually a nice. It's a nice little kind of like break in the middle of things. Like waking up Saturday morning, going into the lanes with completely empty, and like doing a Black Flamingo soundcheck was a nice like kind of zen hour for me throughout the weekend.
like you can't really do anything else. It's like just focus on the drums.
My phone is nowhere near me.
Right.
You know, I'm just playing drums for an hour, and then being on stage later that night was the same feeling. So
yeah, you don't have anybody from other bands that didn't read like the advances or anything hassling.
Nobody has nobody to send bruh memes to. Yeah.
You know.
I kept having questions for Vincent. He was like, bruh.
I got one on favorite just for spite. I sent you this.
Sir, do you have merch that you would like to sell tonight? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's what we're here for.
Sure, we're just gonna nudge you.
Last year was a pretty wild lineup too. What was last year?
So last year was the first time that the event was fully 100%. Every single live band that you heard was a HiTide or New Tone artist.
Okay.
So that was pretty wild in and of itself because the event actually preceded the label. The label was spawned from the event, not the other way around. Mm-hmm. So the event has actually sort of started to become this annual showcase / meeting convention almost of like HiTide and Newtone artists, many of them who don't know each other. Yeah, so last year was like sort of kind of the culmination of that. The Ventures, the 5678s, Messer Chups, the Surfer Jets, all the biggest names on the label were there last year. So that's a tough thing to top though, you know?
And then this year, maybe the names weren't as, I'd say, prominent as those names.
Sure.
But the musicianship was just like incredible.
I mean, that's true. Like, there were a lot of guest musicians that joined some of the bands. It was some, like, super group combos between multiple artists with, like, Bloodshot Bill and Televisionaries. That was also fun. We were just talking about there were so many songs they played live from their actual releases, which is just special. You get to, like, sing along at songs we've known for years.
Marcel, Bontempi, and the Sound Minds. That group had never played together before, ever. We just kind of put them together. And, you know, Graham, Chris, and Ian are like amazing kind of like rockabilly garage players. And Marcel was like so impressed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so, you know, that was magical for me. But, yeah, and like we were excited to bring Marcel to the Northeast USA for the first time. And they seemed to have a really good time too.
I think the nicest thing that you do for the musicians is you guys like put us up for the whole weekend and like want us to enjoy the event and hang out and like cheer on the other bands.
Yeah, well, you know, you guys, you're traveling, of course. You know, we always take into consideration like extra hospitality for anybody that's like getting on a plane and spending their whole weekend there. You know, like that's a commitment, you know, and that's like taking time out of your life to come and be a part of this event. So, you know, but we always try and just make sure everyone feels as at home as possible. And the best part for us is like seeing these bands meet, you know, seeing like you talking with Angie from the McCharmleys. You like guys live a half hour from each other, but you've probably never really had a conversation like ever. So,
no, totally.
So now you sort of like know your neighbor and label mate out in Southern California. So that's really cool for us to see.
But also, you spending extra time besides just the one day that you're playing means that you get to enjoy the event. So it's it's like a full experience. And the best part is that when you come and spend the entire weekend versus just the day you're playing your set, is that you fully experience the event. You're going to the pool parties, the vintage vendors, you get to go to the happy hours and have the cocktails, and it becomes this very immersive experience, which, I don't know, sometimes when you're on the road, you have your sound check, and then you have your set, and there's the couple hours in between, and then you're on to the next.
And honestly, we'd sort of take a page from Guille and what he does with Rock and Race there. I mean, he always brings the bands in, and then he wants them there for the whole event. You know, the hospitality is amazing, and like Asbury Park has its challenges with that in the summertime. It's very busy. Like we were up against the Gaslight Anthem on an outdoor stage the same night as our show, and the Gaslight Anthem is from, you know, New Brunswick, Asbury Park. I mean, it was like 10,000 people on the Stone Pony Summer Stage while our event's going on.
Right.
So there's a lot going on in Asbury Park, but it's great to be able to bring people close to like where we live, and that's cool, like rock and roll beach town, you know. We love it.
Well, I think so many events hire a band and then kind of usher them through the system and essentially tell them, well, now you can leave or whatever.
Sure.
And I just really appreciate that you guys keep everybody around. But also, I've been here and worked your event several times just as a photographer. But some of the most fun is literally backstage or on the loading dock.
It's kind of become this like legendary hang. It's like this like unspoken thing that when you play Summer Holiday, like you're gonna be a part of that scene.
Yeah.
You know, so interesting to like see photos from last year of like, you know, like the Ventures with Surfer Joe and Oleg from, you know, Messer Chups. And it's just so interesting to see these people like mingling.
It's pretty amazing.
I love it. Because we deal with all these artists on like individualized basis, you know? So like, but to see everybody kind of together is really fun for us.
Yeah, well, you had like Fernet backstage. And Bloodshot Bill, we kept trying to get Bloodshot Bill to drink Fernet, and then Bobby found a bottle of the Breezeway blend last night.
Oh yeah?
And then Bobby did this.
What have you done? Shorty, hold on a second. Look at what Bobby's... Ladies?
Is it that strong? Like, is it like, no, you do one shot, you're dead?
No.
Like, I'm not that drunk. I got a buzz, but I'm not wasted.
Yeah, no, you can do a giant shot of Breezeway blend.
Is that bad?
It's good.
Huge.
Huh? That's what she said. She. Thank you.
I like you. I really like you.
I do too. She's very fun. All right. Cheers.
Here's to the Hula Girls. I love all you guys. Thanks for having me aboard. Appreciate everyone in this room.
We appreciate you.
Wow.
This is to you.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh. Hi.
Got some on my shirt, but I'm good. That's good. It's good.
Sheesh.
And I know that you enjoy that backstage too. When you're able to not run away and deal with business.
It's nice because it's sort of a moment that we also get to spend like getting to know the bands too, because in some cases we're not meeting them in person until the day of the show, and they get to their sound check, and even then we're running around. But backstage is like everything's running, so we're just like, we're a little more low key. We get to just hang back and maybe have a cocktail. Maybe.
Or a glass of wine or whatever.
We gotta like keep it real light, you know, like we're working.
Fernet, you know.
This is like the first. I mean, aside from the pool today, this is like the first. Actually, I did try. I tried a Blackbird. And I tried a Rita's Mai Tai, and I had a Breezeway daiquiri. Those were the 3 that I had this weekend.
On the first night.
Yeah. I
don't even think I got a daiquiri.
I had a Ingrid for the pre-party.
Yeah, pre-party.
Well, yes.
But no, we don't really drink much throughout the weekend because we gotta run it, you know.
Yeah, totally.
So, well, you know how it is.
Gotta be fresh.
Like when you play, like you don't drink until after.
Well, yeah. I drink light beers.
Right. You won't have like a zombie before you go on stage.
Magda, was there a band this weekend that like there was a moment where you went, "Whoa, that's something special happening on stage"?
Well, one, I loved seeing the McCharmleys play for the first time. Because that's just like, that's very special. We've been, working with them on the label on the New Tone side for a bit, and we have not been on the West Coast to see a show.
Yeah.
But Charlie and Tropicals, it was really special having them
stole
back.
My answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can have it too.
But then you also had Charlie play with your band.
The relationship with Charlie is, something that we really value. And like, man, the first record we got to do with him, we kind of like picked it up afterwards. But this one, we were like a part of it. The new record, Jump Up, we were a part of it like from the beginning. And just like the band he's put together around this record. I mean, when they walked on stage last night, there was like 9 people. Yeah. A violinist, two lead guitar players trading off. I mean, the guitar playing was...
But like genius guitar players.
Yeah, the drummer, like it just made me want to not even go on stage. But it was,
and they were having so much fun. Like they were just grinning the entire time. And
vocalists,
it was just,
singing together, it was like unbelievable.
I loved it.
Well, the fact that you guys are able to curate such like an incredible, diverse, and like interesting lineup is just it's a testament also to what you do with HiTide Recordings. So,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being there.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Of course.
Yeah, anytime.
Oh, did I get you?
No.
Okay.
Thanks for having the Hula Girls on your label also.
Hey, of course. I remember the first time I emailed you, it was about your Tiki Weird. Actually, the first time I emailed you was to potentially have you do Black Flamingo's CD art, like in 2016.
I know. And I was like, wait, who's this guy?
Because I probably I saw your art in some other way, maybe on Instagram or something, and was like, who's this guy? And I wrote you about that, and then I wrote you to get a download of Weirdo Land because I bought it and it like wasn't going to arrive in time.
Yeah.
So I was like, do you by any chance have it online? And then hassled you to like repress Jungle Beach Party or something. Or no, Curse the Tiki.
Curse the Tiki. Yeah. And you said the Hula Girls.
And which all of
everything is sold out.
All of it needs to be repressed.
Everything's sold out.
And I think
the people are very upset that Hula Girls vinyl is difficult to find.
They want the records.
Right? People?
Right. But I think last night you also said that the Hula Girls were one of the first bands you signed to the label.
Very early.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Jungle Beach Party, like the HiTide catalog on that is like HT015 or something.
Wow.
Like super early. Yeah. And we've talked about this a lot. We're excited for you guys because you have sort of start to become like a next generation headliner at all these different events. The Hukilau, Tiki Go Go, our event. You guys are finally getting sort of the headline status that we feel that you guys should have because you're a great band. So
thank you so much.
Thanks for
I really do appreciate that.
Of course.
All right. Thank you so much from the. Once again, I want to thank the owners, presidents, co-owners, CEOs in chief of HiTide Recordings, as well as like the promoters of the HiTide Summer Holiday. So thanks so much, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Good to see you.
I like you.
Great to be back in Madawan at Rita's.
Yeah.
More to come.
With Johnny and Shauna from Rita's Last Weekend here. One of the interesting things about the HiTide Summer Holiday is they really do a good job of curating the cocktail menu, right?
Of course.
Always.
Every year.
So we're gonna make one of the drinks from the cocktail menu. What drink is it?
The Blackbird.
Why are we making this drink?
It's delicious.
Okay, good, I'm thirsty. So for this drink, we'll be using...
Red bitter.
Simple syrup.
Demerara?
It is a turbinado.
Coffee liqueur.
It's pineapple juice.
Couldn't have said that more New Jersey. Pineapple juice.
Ed Hamilton's Jamaican Pastille Black.
Yeah. Okay, so how do we start this?
Well, you're gonna want to mix all of those ingredients together, shake it over ice.
Yes, thank you. So where does this recipe come from?
It's a Blackbird. It's basically just a take of a classic jungle bird with a bit of coffee. So it's
good.
a coffee jungle bird.
Oh, okay. So I created a cocktail called the Wide-Eyed Jungle Bird.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what this one tastes like.
We can do compare and contrast. It's simple.
We're doing 2 cocktails?
Yeah.
How come only 2 cocktails?
Because you guys are gonna make it.
Oh, okay. And then you're gonna share with her?
I already have a cocktail.
Yeah.
Maybe
we share. We always like to do 2 straws and do it like Lady and the Tramp style.
Oh, that's cute.
It's usually how we drink.
Oh. Everything?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so then for 2 cocktails, how much juice do we need for the pineapple juice? 1.5 ounces for 1 cocktail, 3 ounces for 2. You should probably pour it with that on the table there. That way you want.
I can be. I'm both.
I like it. Ambidextrous.
Yes.
Very nice. 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice per cocktail. So we need 1.5 ounces for 2. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. 3/4 of an ounce of red bitters for 1, or 1.5 ounces for 2. Okay. Okay, so for the coffee liqueur, it's 3/4 of an ounce for 1 cocktail and 1.5 ounces for 2. All right. All right, your turbinado syrup, since you're so fancy. Okay, so 1/2 ounce for 2 drinks.
Did you say 1/4 ounce for 1?
That's fine. We got you saying it. Okay, so we're gonna end this with some rum from our friend Mr. Hamilton, Mr. Ed Hamilton. 1.5 ounces for 1, 3 ounces for 2 drinks.
Cool. Sorry.
It's liquid gold.
You've been drinking?
A little bit.
Me too. Very nice. Okay. And since this is your house and your shaker, we'll have you shake this.
I guess daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That feels right.
Okay.
So cool.
Johnny, what's up with this shaker that you guys have?
It's elevated craft, so it's like a vacuum sealed. It basically doesn't get cold, it doesn't leak.
Wow.
Which is great because when we were doing a lot of batch cocktails at the Hukilau and New England Shake Up and stuff, like my hands were just taking a beating.
Oh yeah.
300 cocktails, like I was like losing.
But also
like a week later, I still couldn't feel my fingers. So this thing's great. It doesn't get cold.
A week later?
Felt like it. I'm exaggerating, but you know.
But also you get that lock that happens too, where you can't pull the thing apart.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen with this. It has a gasket. It actually makes it very easy to work with. So especially when you're making a lot of cocktails and you're trying to avoid those mishaps, which as bartenders, I'm sure we've all experienced. It does come in handy. I recommend it.
Okay.
We're not sponsored or anything, but like, maybe we should be.
This is not sponsored. Okay, do the thing.
Doing the thing.
Okay.
Excited to taste.
I'm very excited to taste it. I didn't get to drink a ton of cocktails this weekend because I was worrying about playing guitar. And then as soon as we got done, and drank 1 million beers. So I'm excited to taste this thing. I love the garnish.
Yeah, it's simple.
Elegant.
Elegant. Classy even.
So from the HiTide Summer Holiday at Rita's last weekend, this is the, what was it, Blackbird?
Blackbird.
Yeah. This is the Blackbird. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say something else. You were an honorary member of the Hula Girls this weekend.
Yeah, I'm in a band now, guys.
Yeah, dude, it was, we've had a lot of like people come up on stage and play the bell for us during Enchanted Sea. And I told Shauna right before we went on, I was like, hey, Shauna, you wanna be in our band? And she's like, huh? And she was like frantic and terrified. And she's like, yeah, I'll do it. But also, like running around listening to the song. She came up and crushed it.
Thank you.
It was, I was so impressed. Because we don't really give anybody a head notice or whatever. So you just listen to it like a couple of times and you're like, I get the idea.
Yeah, I got the idea.
Other people are like ringing the bell all over the place. And
she's obviously I've heard the songs, but I never really like memorized the bell part.
Yeah.
Often.
Well, you did a great job.
Until yesterday.
Okay, let's taste this drink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm used to like a Campari, and that's kind of a different like bitterness to it.
It's a little less bitter, a little sweeter.
That's what it is. It's like a little bit sweeter. Mm-hmm. That's great. Tastes really good. No. You definitely get a lot of the coffee. You get the Jamaican notes from the rum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a little funk there.
Yeah.
The coffee liqueur comes from 2 James Distillery in Detroit, which Sean's from as well, but most people probably would know it from Dr. Bird.
Mm. Oh. Yeah, I like how light it is, but there is like an interesting bitterness in kind of in the back of your throat. This is definitely something that I would make again if I was making it at home. Mm-hmm. I'd urge you people at home to try this thing. Follow the recipe in the description below. Follow Rita's last weekend. It's their home tiki bar, but they've managed to create this brand around the home tiki bar that's really good. They're both designers, so all of their stuff they do, like matches and t-shirts and lamps. Mm-hmm. You guys started making lamps. So follow Rita's Last Weekend on Instagram. Follow the Summer Holiday for all of the photos and videos that are gonna pop up from this year's event, but especially follow HiTide Recordings. All right, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
All right, aloha.
Happy to have you.
Thanks. So let's get everybody over here and finish the party.
Yes.
Okay.